finally something good. Old ladies killing people. Oh, he didn't die.
Well, I find this interesting, and you'll see why. It's a comic book that Netflix is making. Not a show, but a comic book series. And a physical comic book. What do you think? I wish this had dialogue or something.
Is it an animated comic book or is it
I
like
have
a real
no
comic
idea.
book?
Like
I
a
think
motion
they're
comic.
I think it's being published. I'm sure they'll do a motion thing, but well, I like Mark Miller, so yeah. So Columbus, it's definitely coming soon. See, June 13. Pause it. Okay, well, what did you think about that?
Never.
Well, anyone?
Well,
The world doesn't need any more comic books.
the world is
What?
a vampire.
I find it
Sorry.
interesting that Netflix is now publishing comic books, don't you think?
Eh,
I mean,
I
it
mean-
seems it makes sense because they have all the money, right? So
right. And who knows? Maybe this comic will be a
Well,
movie in 3
Don't
years.
you? Here's my thinking, right, from a business standpoint. What if Netflix is, you know how they just want to dominate everything? Like instead of continuing to
moving?
license other content, they started making their own content, right? So now they're going to make comic books, see how those comic books go to determine whether they want to make it into a series or a show instead of licensing Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they're gonna miss the whole point on why people want Marvel and DC is because they're like iconic.
Well,
I don't
no,
think
there's a lot of
I-
new comic book series. There's tons of movies and
what
and
movie?
shows.
Maybe television, but not all the movies are old, iconic.
well, you're only talking
superheroes.
about one genre. Preacher is a series, Powers, even American
give me a
Violence.
movie. Give me a movie.
American
Watchmen.
Violence, Watchmen.
Who cares about Watchmen? Who
Well,
cares
no,
about American
actually,
Violence?
I
Did you
worked
guys
on
know-
it. Fuck you.
Did you guys know that? Well, that movie was a piece of shit, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
But-
didn't direct the fucking thing.
ain't nobody
Um,
care about no damn Watchmen.
Anyway,
They had the big digital dick.
It did, but so did Avatar. And Avatar
Did it?
was like blockbuster money.
How did
hello.
I miss that?
I'm giving you guys a ton of movies right now that you probably didn't know was originally a graphic novel or a comic book. Are you ready?
But where's the heavy
Yeah.
hitters?
Are you
Give
on
me the
Wait,
heavy
wait.
hitters.
First of all, and let me just point this out. Watch HBO is making a Watchmen miniseries. If you haven't heard. Anywho, are you guys ready? Road to Perdition. That was an excellent gangster drama. It was a comic book first. Okay.
Fake news.
You have Sin City. Then you have A History of Violence. Did you guys see A History of Violence? That shit
Nope.
was.
I am a history of violence. Like, just put me in an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you will see the history of violence.
300.
Or a Ghostbusters slot machine.
Yeah, or
Ghost
Ghostbusters
World.
slot machine with the vibrating seat.
V
Yeah.
for Vendetta. Hellboy. League of
Uh-huh.
Extraordinary Gentlemen. From Hell. That shit was awesome. You
No,
guys
but
don't know
you're-
shit, man.
Yeah, you're naming all the movies that nobody cares about. None of these movies that you mentioned are even worth having on Blu-ray after you watch them.
Have
Or
you
even-
seen
even watch
Or
them.
even
A
Gray Ray, for that
History
matter.
of Violence?
Did you
Did you know that
did you purchase it? Or
there's
did you
an
watch
Academy
it once?
Award Best Actor for that fucking role? You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that that's an uphill battle. You are not fucking with Disney money. You are not doing it. I don't care.
But
if
then-
Netflix,
I am all the time.
What
I run-
are you
I don't care if you're-
talking?
I don't care.
Make my
Marvel
Disney Thunder
Universe. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to mess with that.
But that's not what they're trying to do.
What are they trying to do?
They're just trying to create. A lot of people go to comic books and books as original things to adapt. So it doesn't have to necessarily encompass Marvel and DC and superheroes.
Why?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't have this conversation with people who
Right.
have no clue what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
yeah, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. We have
Goodbye.
no idea what we're talking about. You ready for the next
All I
one?
know
Yeah.
is that all the movies that you just mentioned, all I can think about is Deadpool and Black Panther and Logan. Like none of these other shits are gonna mess with those movies.
What about that one about those guys who were also there's like the girl and she was like super dangerous.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you remember that one?
You're a super dangerous girl.
She was like a teenager and she was like super dangerous and then she kicks everybody's ass.
And what happens?
And then there's like this other kid in there. He's like
Jessica
in love with her.
Jones.
He's in love with her, but she doesn't. She's like kind of a hard ass, but then eventually they fall in love. But she's like, "I'm no
A
good
Lifetime
for you.
movie?
I'm no
Is
good
there-
for you. I'm dangerous." And he's like, "But I don't care. I love you." You remember that one?
Oh my god, you're such an ass.
Well,
Luck.
I'll go to Netflix World where we'll ride that instead of Small World ride. They have the Netflix and chill ride. You're gonna do that where it's the only ride on the whole park that's got air conditioning is the Netflix and chill ride.
And it's
Netflix
also
and
a
chill.
love boat tunnel.
You ain't
That
messing
was
with Disney.
implied, Chewy. Jesus, way to just kill a joke. Way to kill a
Mouse.
joke.
The
That's
mouse
what I
runs the
do.
comics
I just
now.
learned about Netflix and chill. I just learned about it.